Alright, here's my Dynasty Hugger Ceiling Fan, 52 inches, and it's from January of 1988. I flipped over the cane blades over to the oak side, and this fan looks very good with the oak side, with the schoolhouse light on it. I do think it looks better with the cane, and that's just my opinion, but I figured I'd do it with the oak side too. One, kind of like the way it looks with the oak, just the oak side. I feel like it looks pretty good with it. And two, just for the viewers to see how it looks like with just the oak side and the schoolhouse globe on it. Now the light you see on here is not original to the fan. I got this fan actually new in box for $9 at this antique slash thrift shop. It's the same one. It's the same place that has the 8 Hampton Bay industrials on a variable speed control. I recorded those fans before. It's the same place I got the 2-quarter Dynasty ceiling fans new in box. And I also got the smaller Duracraft pedestal fan. It's like a 12-inch one, I think. But it has like a longer down. You guys should know which one I'm talking about. It's one that I have in the basement. It's a little bit bigger, but it needs some cleaning up to it. And there's the other one that I got for like $15. And yeah. And that's also where I got the little Duracraft desk fan from Heath Kyle. And it's definitely my favorite fan I've gotten from that place. Well, this and the Coda, but I actually like this one just a little bit more because it brings back more childhood memories of generic huggers I used to see a lot as a kid. And it's a very good fan. As you can see, I flipped over the oak. I flipped over the cane. I just feel it looks funny if you had a can on the top, but if someone feels like it looks too out of date, I feel like this is a good way to like flip it over. But yeah, it really does look like a Westinghouse Casanova in my opinion, or an antique brass one that is. And I do have the pull chain taped up so it doesn't hit against the blades. That doesn't hit it, so that's the only reason why the one for the light isn't taped up. As you can see, it doesn't even hit it. Yeah, let me go ahead and show this fan off the light. As you can see, it does work. Heck, if I had another fan just like this, I'd probably try to convince my grandmother to or if I had a fan I really do want my grandmother's Bahama fan that she has in the living room. I feel like this would be something to convince her to switch it out, but she likes it so much. But I even tried to convince her to get like a Hunter fan. She's like, nah, I like it too much, but she just thinks she'll give it to me. You guys should know what I'm talking about. It's 4-bladed. It has like 2 shades. But aside from that, this one really does remind me of it. Even though she didn't get rid of it, she still has it. If she did get rid of it, I would have had that fan by now. But yeah, it's very similar. I really like the way this fan looks with the oak side and the white. Yeah, I'm kind of 50-50. I like it with the cane, like 55. For me, I'm more like 55% for the cane and 45% for the oak. I really do like the way it looks with just oak blades, to be honest. But yeah, I really like the way it looks both ways, to be honest. I'm leaning a tiny bit more, just a tiny bit more towards the cane side, because I feel like this fan looks good with just the plain side as well. But yeah. And this fan actually has a red wire that connects with the black one as opposed to it being a blue wire. So yeah, maybe shut off the light and start off on low. Yeah, I do have the lights for the low profile pointing directly to this fan, and I have the table lamp in the corner, which you just saw when I showed the cane side upside on the top. Well, basically the top, as in like the other side. And I have basically a lot of lighting on this fan. That's what I'm going to be doing for the floor testing fans. Now I'm going to have a lot of lighting on it just so they show up really nice on the camera. But yeah, This is a very good fan. I really do like it a lot. It's one of my top 10 favorite fans, without a doubt. Structure on this one is a lot better than the Kodak Stratosphere, without a doubt. So it's better quality, moves more air, and it's better build. The blades are basically the same, but these are a tiny bit more thick. The Kodak blades are a bit more thin. The motor on this fan's bigger. The the motor housing is a bit thick. Like the metal is a little bit better quality. But yeah, I really do like the way this fan looks a lot. It really is a nice fan. Yeah, I'm not selling this fan, so I mean, it is a nice fan, but I can't sell this one, even though these type of fans are very common. But this one was brand new in a box, so for me, it was a steal, and especially for $9, like it was just such an offer I couldn't pass up. Yeah, it's a really nice fan. It had a tiny bit of a hum, but the bearings for this fan haven't broken in yet. It hasn't really been used much. It's only been used a little bit today for this video, and the video of it with the cane blades, and also actually it looks really nice from this angle. And also when I first recorded it back when I didn't have the light for this. Also, I don't think I mentioned this already, but this light is actually from RJ Hayden. He's a fan collector. He does not have YouTube, sadly, but and there's a specific reason why, which I'm not gonna get into detail. It's kind of personal, but yeah. But and the light that's on here, it was in a previous video. It was actually right. This is the light I used for the Hunter Silent Breeze 42-inch fan in antique brass that I got from Mark Wilson. This is the same exact one, but I feel like it looks a lot better on this fan, just because I feel like this fan it's just a fan better in general. Even though it looks really good on the Silent Breeze. It looks good on both of them, but if I was to have a fan installed with any of out of the two fans I'd have installed with this, I'd put it on this one, because this one would be the one I'd probably be more likely to install. But yeah, it's a really nice vintage looking fan. It does look like, seeing it with the light on with just the oak blades, the reason why I like it, because it does remind me of the 42-inch Casa Nova from Westinghouse, the antique brass one. Yes, Westinghouse isn't the best brand, but those Casa Novas, the 42-inch ones, they really are huge childhood fans of mine. I'm going to be trying to get one soon in the future. I might get a white one first, because that's the cheapest one. It's like $50, and that's basically what I paid for the Westinghouse Petite. So yeah, that would be a fan I'm going to try to get later on this year. I do want to get the antique brass one, but it's like $77, and I feel like it's a bit expensive. So like whenever it goes on sale on Home Depot, I'll get it. Or if I can find one at Habitat new in box for a cheap price, that would be awesome. But yeah, I feel like this is like just like the Casa Nova from the 52-inch one from Westinghouse. It looks just like it. And I don't think they ever made it in antique brass, so I think they only just made it in white. Yeah, it's a very nice fan. This is like a type of these are the type of fans I'd usually see when I go camping with my dad when I was really younger. There was well, it wasn't just like it, but it reminds me of it. There were just basically two generic fans, like 52-inch. I think they were polished brass. I think they had stencil. One of them had a bigger motor, a bigger switch housing, and it hummed a lot. Especially on low speed, it had a very loud hum. Basically, they look like a Newton decorator. I think it actually could be what they were, but they had like the regular canopy, like the regular standard one. But I'm not sure what it was. But I really like those fans a lot, and I wish my dad still went to that place. But he's not he's not affiliated with that camping grounds anymore. So yeah, it was in a trailer home. So, but yeah, this is kind of like a fan I can picture in a trailer home, which is something I do brings back a lot of childhood memories. So yeah. Alright, maybe shut off the light and move up to medium. Yeah, I want to install this fan. I'm not. It's not that I want to. I will install this fan once I get a place of my own. Once I'm finished with college, I'll move out of this apartment. Even though I'm gonna miss this place, I'm not gonna miss it too much because it's not in the best shape. Some parts, like my bedroom, the ceiling needs to be redone pretty badly, well repainted, but it could be redone completely. It would be nice, but once I get my own place, I would like to put this in the kitchen, but I need to have something that's above the stove. I don't know what those are called, but basically it keeps the kitchen from getting a ton of grease all over the place. Like it'll suck it up. It's like a little white thingy that goes above it, and it has like a little vent fan that like sucks it up. If I have that in there, and if it's a big enough kitchen that can have a 52-inch fan, this is definitely the one I'm gonna put up, without a question. Probably use it with a cane, but it depends on the furniture, like how the kitchen looks. If it just depends like on the cabinets and everything. But if it looks very more 80s looking, I'll probably have the cane. But if it looks more like 90s furniture somewhat, I'll probably have it with the cane either way, just because it looks nicer. But I could also put this in a guest bedroom too. It's definitely one of my favorite fans. I really love this fan a lot. And I actually really am glad to have it out of the box and test it again because yeah, I don't know, I keep it in the box because I still had a box for it, and I feel like if I had it in the closet, it could just be taking up space for a fan that I could get. It would prevent me from getting another one. So since I still have the box, I just felt like it's better just keep it in the box and keep it preserved and nice and mint condition. The only fan I have that still has a box the box is in actually still good condition is 42-inch Glendale. That's in the closet actually because I feel like it looks. I was like tempting to keep it underneath the bed, but I'm like having it side by side with the 52-inch Glendale. I feel like it's kind of cool to look at them. So yeah, that's the only one I actually didn't mind putting in the closet. But I moved one of the fans out of there, the Augusta, put it underneath my bed. I actually am storing some of my fans from the fan closet underneath there so I can make more space for them. And some of them are the Spirit of Santa copy, the Kenmore, the Hunter Comfort Breeze since it's missing a good amount of parts for it. What else? The Code Up that's broken. And those are the four. I am going to be putting something else down there. I don't know what it is. I might put the Cross ones down there or the Farmington yet, but I actually have one, guys. I'll do it. I didn't mean to say it, but I accidentally spoiled it for you. But I wanted to keep that a surprise, but I did mention it actually in a previous video when I was doing a fan vlog with Mark Wilson when we were driving to Habitat or with Brandon C. Johnson. So yeah, it's not really a secret anyway since I did mention it in a previous video, but I do have one and I can't record it right now because I need to get a new speed switch for the fan because when I first got it I accidentally broke the chain because I was going to do a video of it, but when I was recording it, the chain got stuck in between the little vents in the motor in the center and it broke. And I actually got the fan from Jonathan Finn, but once I fix up the speed switch, I'll record it right away. Alright, I'm gonna turn on the light. And I'll probably ask Mark Wilson if he can help me fix it, because I do have a spare one, but I don't have the wires for it, but I'll get it fixed very soon, like in the next month or so. I've actually had it ever since I got the Hunter Coastal Breeze 44-inch and the Hunter Summer Breeze for 42-inch ones. I got it like the same exact time as those, like a day or two, like a day later. So yeah. Aside from this fan, aside from that, going back to this fan right here, yeah, it looks really nice on medium, especially with the light on. It's definitely it's actually my first generic hugger that I have. I have two of them, and it's the Coat of Stratosphere, but this one I like a little bit more. It looks more vintage in my opinion. It really looks like something that I feel like a lot of collectors would be more interested in having than a Kodak one. Since it's just more generic looking. It has like more of the generic features that you see on a good majority of them, and the Kodak has a couple of very few characteristics that are very different. Well, I just feel like this is the one that you see a lot more often, which is why I like it a lot. Alright, let me shut off the light and move it up to high speed. But yeah, this fan does go pretty fast on high speed. Especially for not having them bearings broken in yet, it actually really does go pretty fast. I am interested to know if it goes a lot more faster with the bearings broken in, but I feel like it'll just go a tiny bit faster. The globe is gonna make noise. I think it's the globe that's loose. Yep, the globe's loose. Sorry about that. Yeah, whenever I force them, they tend to loosen up quite easy. Yeah, I'm going to be testing this at Brendan C. Johnson's and Mark Wilson's one of these days so they can record it for their channel. And I'm going to be doing that with some of my other fans, so I'll record my own video of it while it's there, of course. But also for them, just so they can have some more videos as well. And it's kind of, and just so they can have some, like a featured video of like another collector, just so it can help them out. This will probably be one of the first ones. I am gonna bring over the Casablanca Delta 2, test it at Mark Wilson, so I can get a video of that on all speeds while it's actually hung. So yeah. And whenever I force up stands, they always somehow like grab like little dust, tiny pieces of stuff from the floor that's underneath the couch. But I'll just bring it in closer so you can hear the air movement. It's almost like a little vacuum in some way. It is moving a very good amount of air for a hugger. It goes faster than the door profile in my living room. The air movement's pretty similar. For a generic hugger, I actually didn't expect too much from it when I first got it, but when I first tested it, I was really blown away on how good of air movement it really has. It's definitely one of the most powerful huggers I've ever tested. Not like here specifically, but like in general, like out of even like the public ones, there are a lot of them that don't even move this much air. And there are actually some downrod fans that I've tested that didn't even move this much air as well. So this is actually a lot more powerful than a lot of fans on downrods. Not the Hunter ones per se, but like definitely does move a good amount of air for hugger. I will say that. Alright, maybe I'm short of the weight. So leave it on short of the weight while it's on high for a little bit, then I'll bring it in again and then shut it off. Yeah, I should be seeing Brennan C. Johnson this Friday. I'll probably gonna bring over. I actually might bring this over that day to record it with him. Yeah, I actually could bring over the carousel just to test it, just because he used to have one in his bedroom actually, just so it can bring back some memories for him. Just so he can, plus he can record it for his channel too. But yeah, actually, if you guys want me to actually hang up one of the fans in my closet, or any of the fans in my collection in general, to test it, let me know in the comments below, and I'll try to. And if you let me know ahead in time, I'll bring it over to Brandon C. Johnson's, and I'll record it over there. Let me bring it in. Funny, it moves good amount of air, but I'm just trying to get it at a good spot where you can actually hear it on the camera. I don't know if you're hearing it, but like, and this is an issue that I do have with some fans. Like some of them, they move a good amount of air, but like, to get the actual sound on the camera, it can be a bit tricky at times. So underneath of the cane, I don't even think you can see it actually on camera. I don't know, you can a bit. Alright, maybe shut off the light. Now maybe shut off the fan and do a spin down. Spin down is going to take less than a minute, so don't expect it to be very long. If this fan was used a lot more, it probably would have a longer spin down. It's just never really been used since it's almost 30 years in the box. Like it's from 1988, 2016 now, 28 years old. It's basically 28 years old now. But it's definitely, out of all the fans I have, this one has the fastest spin down. Either this one or the Westinghouse Petite that I have. Alright, let me show it from up here before I end the video. Also, let me show it with the light. Oh, sorry. Maybe stop it now. Yeah, I really do like this fan a lot. So, yeah. So, yeah, that'll be the end of this video. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more videos.